Good day, everybody. My name is Popola Oluwatominti Omolola. I am here to talk on the topic project management and strategic planning. I would like to give a definition of project management. First, what is project? Project is an temporary activity that is launched down for a particular purpose to attain a particular objective. Management is the ability to control and also to manipulate resources or people. So now bringing them together, project management, it simply means the activity that is done to control to manipulate something to achieve an objective. I'll give an example. A project can be you wanting to create a restaurant. A project can be you wanting to launch an airplane in Mars. There is planning. Planning is a reoccurring event that results to an activity, or a recurring event that results to a particular objective. Example is writing and publishing a magazine. It is reoccurring because it's the same thing you do. You have to get your information, write your information, edit it, then publish it. But project is always unique. It doesn't come maybe every time, it comes randomly. Thank you. I'll leave the rest for my colleague to say.
Good day. My name is Oyelo Oluwabumigrace. I'll be discussing on the topic project management process. As my colleague said earlier, by explaining project management as a temporary activities that needs to be managed in order to achieve a particular goal. Every management or organization have a process or stage to follow in order to achieve a particular goal, either long-term or short-term. There requires a process, because if the process are not followed, the goal or project might not be successful. The process will include one, initiating process. This is the first stage in project management process. It's laid the groundwork or the foundation in the project by clarifying the value that it will bring to the organization. At this stage, the objective, the estimation, the length, the scope, the cost, even the players, that is the partakers that will take in the project work will be known. Then the second one is planning. This is the second stage in project management. It serves as the road map or guideline for executing the project. The plan description of the workers to be performed will be communicated to the teamwork, the project, the product or service that will be used. Then the third one is executing process. This provides the coordinating effort to ensure the projects are carried out properly. That is, the stakeholder assigning tasks to each team so that he or she will know what they are going to do in the project. Then number 4, we have the monitoring and controlling process. This process monitors or controls the activities from beginning to the end. That is, from stage 1 to stage 4 or to any stage the project is going to, and it pinpoints any deviation from the plan. Then the last one is the closing stage. This is the final stage of the project management. This stage will formally end the project, that is the conclusion of the project, in an orderly manner, and all the team members will go back to their regular work. For technical skills, for the communicating skills, the leader skills, they come together to achieve their goals. So after the project, each one of them go back to their to their regular job. And in some organization, they celebrate the project if it is successful, and vice versa. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Oluwasheun, and I'm here to talk about project management software. Project management software is a software used by a wide range of industries for project planning, resource allocation, and scheduling. It enables project managers as well as the entire team to control their budgets, their quality management, and all documentation in exchange throughout the project. Now we have tools used for project management, but the most common types of tool that we have is Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is often used as a tool to project managers working on small and medium-sized project, it helps to visualize, plan, and monitor the progress of your work. Through this Microsoft Excel, you can plan, you can allocate your resources, and you can schedule. This is where the management of time, resources, cost, and people comes to play. So project management software, it assists you to manage your time, your resources, your costs, and manage people. Via the use of Microsoft Excel. That is one of the most common tools that I use. Thank you.
So I'm back again. I want us to understand that in everything we do, we always expect a result. The result might actually be bad or be good, which simply means you can either get success or get failure. Now I'm going to be talking about the success and failure of a project. Let's start with the success first. People factor. It just simply means if the people that brought the idea, the people that wants to give money, that wants to help in the sponsorship of the project, and the people that wants to help in the project itself to achieve that particular game, if they are involved and they put themselves, like they're committed to it, is going to come out well. We're going to actually get success in it. We have the organizational success, the planning, the organizing. Everything has to come together to make that project a success. Without planning, without organizing, without knowing what you want to do, you are not going to get a successful project. And so on and so forth. I'm going to also talk about the failure of a project. Lack of executive support. Those are the people that brought the project offer are not being committed to what they actually brought. Example, I want to run a restaurant. The one that want to run a restaurant is not even committed to wanting to run the restaurant. I am not going to get what I want to achieve. Secondly, we have the poor lack of stakeholder involvement, which means I want to run a restaurant and the people that wants to sponsor me in running the restaurant are not even talking. They are not involved in it. I'm not going to get what I want. That's for lack of poor communication. If I am not communicating with the people I need to get my project ready or in check or done, if I'm not communicating with them, I won't get what I want in my project or in the project. Another one is bad technology. We need in this generation that we have, which is called Generation Z, we know very well that we need a good technology to run this, because everything revolves around technology, and we know that technology continue to move higher, like continue to expand more. So we need good technology in terms of project. You need to know how to work technology around your project. Another one is unclear role and responsibility. That's if the people that wants to work the project doesn't know what they want to do. I'll still use my example that I'm using. Restaurant. I want to open a restaurant. I want to run a restaurant. And I am not telling the builder how I want my restaurant to look like. I am not telling the planner how I want everything to set out. I won't get what I want in my project. That is everything about failure of project. So it's either one. It's either you get the success or you get the failure. Thank you.
Hi, what's up, everybody? My name is Tomiwa Umo from Employment Relations and Human Resources Management, and I'm here shooting a video for the FBA 311 assignment. I'm taking my home part is the strategic planning for information system, as we have three major planning for that, and that is the vision, the principles, and the policies. Number two, we have the project portfolio management, and number three, we have the disaster recovery and business continuity. And speaking of the vision, principles, and policies, we have the funding models, we have the acceptable use, and the security policies. And number three, we have the enterprises architectures. Funding models is just like the type of how you pumping money and getting money back, the income and the outcome, how you are able to finance your projects in the enterprises. And number two is the acceptable use and security policy, and that's self-explanatory. Number three is the enterprise architecture. Then speaking of the second strategic planning for the IS, we have the portfolio management, we have the decision on projects to pursue. A lot of projects and portfolios are on ground for business or enterprises to pursue, but you have to decide on which one you pursue. And number 3, we have the managing the portfolio. What does portfolio mean? In layman terms, portfolio means just investment. And number 3, we have the business recovery and the disaster recovery and business continuity. A lot of disaster will happen in the enterprises, but how to recover that and the business continuity, how long the business is able to go, how far can it go, and that's it. Thank you so much, guys.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is ER&HRM. I'm here to talk about ER&HRM. ER&HRM is a program of addressing and resolving human issues in the working place. In this life, we have disagreements between each other. Family has disagreement between each other. Relatives have disagreement between each other. Husband and wife have disagreement between each other. So therefore, ER&HRM is a program for addressing and resolving human issues in a working place. In order for the business to achieve its goals and objectives,